So hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about the best wallpaper apps for your phone in 2022. I made this list based off of some that I use personally and apps that I researched on. All these apps can be found on the Google Play Store or on the Apple App Store, so it doesn't matter what phone you have. Let's get into it. So first up is backdrops, and personally I think this is one of the best apps on this list. The UI is fairly simple and everything is easy to access. The app was released back in 2015, but it still functions like wallpaper apps being made today. Backdrops makes it easy to download and apply wallpapers without leaving the app. The UI also changes the whole theme of the app to adapt to the specific wallpaper you're previewing. The wallpapers themselves are high quality and crisp. You can actually filter through all the app's catalogs to find the right wallpaper for you. They have different categories such as minimal, geometric, pattern, photography, and food, just to name a few. You also have the option to like your photos, which adds them to a whole new catalog within the app called favorites. Now, if you do have a bit of money to spend, the app does offer a pro version starting at $2.99 at the time of recording this video. I definitely recommend it to anyone looking for a free high quality wallpaper app with lots of useful features and an easy to use interface. I'd rate it an 8 out of 10. Next up is Abstract, and this app is actually pretty decent. It was developed and founded by Hampus Olsson, who actually designs the wallpapers for OnePlus phones. OnePlus always has some pretty awesome abstract wallpapers that really make their flagships and mid-range phones stand out. Having an app that brings you high quality wallpapers, especially if the wallpapers are from a luxury phone company, is hard to find nowadays. If you really like abstract wallpapers, then this is the perfect app for you, even if you don't currently own a OnePlus phone. The app was released back in May 2019, and since then it grew a lot and now has over 500,000 downloads. There are 8 total categories in the app, 4 of which are free and the others are located within the Pro version. At the time of recording this video, the Pro version costs $1.03 a month and $5.77 a year. The wallpapers are updated daily and each one is more unique than the last. The only con about Abstract is that a lot of useful features that would be free in other apps are locked in the Pro version. But other than that, it's an amazing app and I'd rate it a 7 out of 10. So the next app on the list is Crispr, and this is personally one of my favorite apps. The app has a very smooth interface and allows you to edit and add effects to any photos you download. It has 3 main catalogs: illustrations, images, and collections. The collections tab basically shows categories of wallpapers that you might be interested in. Crispr provides you with editing tools to edit images and/or illustrations with built-in editors. If you have ever visited unsplash.com, then you might recognize how the UI is set up. Crispr provides you with editing tools to edit images and/or illustrations with built-in editors. You can fine-tune the wallpaper image to your liking with editing options such as brightness, contrast, crop, blur, and much more. You decide what you want and how you want it. They've also added the social media accounts of the photographers if you are interested in hiring them for a job. Crispr doesn't have a pro version, which makes sense because it is different from all the other apps on this list, but overall I'd rate this app an 8.5 out of 10. Extra points for having the ability to edit your photos how you want them. Now, out of all the apps that were talked about today, none of them work without an internet connection, so that's something to keep in mind if you plan to use this like away from your house or away from a space where you don't have Wi-Fi connectivity. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.